Virgo Divine Soul, how are you? My name is Vince and welcome to 7D Tarot. Today I will channel some messages for you, and if they resonate, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with your angels and me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Now, for a totally fresh perspective catered towards us empaths, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box below. Now let's dive right in, Virgo. See what we got going on. Ace of Pentacles, the Death card, the Magician, the Empress. Wowzers. So someone's got a crush on you. Someone is going to reveal how they feel. Someone really does look at you in high regard. You have this beautiful aura, this vibration to you, very magnetic. Everyone's drawn to it, very attractive. And as you should be, you have the Empress Energy. Again, you're so trusting, kinding, nurturing, loving. You have such good vibrations. Of course they are, right? First and foremost, understand this. Know who you are. Know your worth, because the more you know who you are, no need to be humble here. Just bask in this. The more magnetic you are, the more you're emitting this vibration. Now, the interesting part is I also feel like you also have this energy back for them, or once they reveal to you who they are, or even enter your life. It could even be a stranger. You guys can have a moment in a coffee shop talking about your drink for all I know, and then all of a sudden, you know, things could take off. Understand, right now, you gotta start connecting with your higher self even more. Even if you are right now, let's do it more, because that's exactly how you remember who you are, your genuine, authentic self, the Empress. But on top of that, you become more magnetic, more attractive. Using your spiritual powers is exactly what you need right now. Because I'll give you an example, right? Like, say if when I was young, I did not know what spirit, angels, creator, vibrations, frequency, none of this was. I realized this about 14 years ago when I met my wife, Alicia. She explained all this to me, right? And then I looked into it. I'm like, what the heck? This is magnetic, quantified, measurable energy. Like, this is quantum physics. Like, from a scientific approach, I actually saw that this was real. And I'm like, whoa, I started using this and my life's been different. But as a baby, I was using this energy anyway. Like, going in high school, you know, like feeling my empathic abilities, I was using this energy to kind of almost dabbling into free will a little bit at that time. But it was, it's when you are magnetic, when you connect to your higher self, when you understand that who you are, which is not just you, but it's you and your soul, your army of angels, your team with you, you're much more confident. For example, imagine going to a nightclub, or imagine going to a party and you are by yourself. Now, of course, you are great and all, but when you have your team with you, imagine going there with like 20 gals, right? You feel way more confident, like you run that place, right? This is how I feel all the time. When I go into the grocery store, when I go to the coffee shop, when I go into a business meeting with 10 different lawyers in front of me, I am not intimidated. Why? Because I know I got my team with me. Right now, you may see events in this third dimension. In the fifth, fourth dimension, my entire team of army and angels is with me right here, right now. Just because it's a different dimension does not mean distance. It's right here, right now. We just can't see it with our eyes. We can't interpret it in the third dimension. So what does that mean? That means that when you know who you are, which is the Empress, and you know you have a team with you, everything gets better for you. Not only romance, but also wealth, because your boss picks up on that energy, your friends pick up on that energy, the strangers pick up on that energy, people start opening doors for you. Your life becomes a whole lot easier. Now, you're asking yourself, why the heck have I not been doing this? Of course I want to be more confident. Of course I want to be more attractive. Why? Because our human filters, our limiting beliefs that need to change. This is the warning sign right here. Spirit's giving you the heads up with that death card that change this chapter, close this chapter, end this movie that you've watched over and over and over again of doubt, limiting belief, fear, anxiety, and then all the other human filters, jealousy, animosity, hate, anger, pain. These are all filters we all experience. I experience them, but I'm aware of them. When I meet someone and I feel a certain way that may be a negative mind state, I'm aware that's not me. I don't think like that. That is my ego, and it's trying to come up with a way to justify a reason to try to protect me, which I don't even need to understand why it's doing it. I just need to be aware it's doing it, right? Your ego is a 5-year-old child that's very scared, that is trying to protect you, right? It doesn't know what to do, right? So again, it doesn't care if you're rich, healthy, confident. All it wants to do is make sure you don't physically hurt yourself, like say climb a tree and fall, like it'll scare you, don't do it. Or it doesn't want you to emotionally hurt yourself, which will say like, don't ask that person on a date because they'll say no and then they'll hurt your feelings. So it's gonna try to scare you to do anything. You have to be aware of this. So the next time you want to, go join that yoga class, that spin class, you wanna go do something to improve yourself physically, and then you get inspired action, you're excited, but then this voice comes in your head that says, don't do it for pick your reason why. That is not you. Do not associate with that voice whatsoever. whatever. So the same way you read a magazine, right? You flip and choose the magazine. Oh, that page looks good. Let me read it. Is the same way you have to associate with your thoughts. Negative thought, negative thought, negative thought. Oh, positive thought. Yes, let me read that. Let me absorb this energy. Boom, let me feel that and rock with it. So pick, like I go through thousands of thoughts a day. I'm not picking and choosing and identifying with these thoughts. Heck no, no way, man. They better be good. You know what I mean? So that being said, 6 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 8 of Cups. Again, walking away from that old way of thinking will open up a lot of doors for you in this life. You do that obviously by tapping into your spiritual side. That's the only way. And then other people pick up on this energy. When you feel good, what happens? Everyone around you feels good. Everyone wants to be around someone what's what? Fun, exciting, charming, someone who's adventurous, someone who isn't scared, right? Who do you want? Like, who's your best? Who do you want as a best friend if you can create a best friend? Someone who's always going to be listening to you, someone who wants the best for you, someone who's aware. Now, what is that person always doing? They're in the present moment, right? When you're talking to your best friend, they're not thinking of the past, of their worries. They're not thinking of the future. They're right there with you in the present moment. They're always living life, right? So what do you got to do? Be this person. Is it hard? Nope. Super easy. How do you do it? Not alone. With your angels, with your guides, tapping into your spiritual side, which is easy as eating some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right? I wish I could, but it's as easy as that. So what does that mean? You got to understand that connecting to your higher self starts, look at this. This is my journal. It's right here. Guys, I don't just preach this stuff. I read this. If you notice, my journal isn't like this perfect journal that, is absolutely beautiful. And it's like, I used to get those journals before in the past, leather and stuff, but I go through them so much. Like, these pages are gone. You know what I mean? I like big, I write a lot. So I go through these journals now. Every single day I write in my journal. Why? Because it connects me to my higher self. I know connected to my higher self, I can make my life easier. My relationship with my wife, Alicia, will be much more easier because I will be more confident, more happy, more exciting, more patient. I will want to do more fun things, right? But when I'm not connected to my higher self, I will be more distant, more nervous, more confused, more anxiety. Ring a bell, right? So I'm human. There's nothing special about me, but I know how to play this game. Why? Because I've walked away from the old way of thinking. Boring, tired energy I want nothing to do with. You are not meant to be scared. Are you crazy? That is not it. Do you know what fear is? It's actually excitement. It's just misinterpreted, right? You're not meant to live like that. You are meant to live happy. You are meant to live easy. All you have to do is know what to do and keep your energy in the present moment and focus on what your priorities are, right? I'll give you an example. What do you want in your life, right? In your life, you probably want to be rich, happy. Why? Because when you have money, you have time. That's all money is, right? Money buys you time to do stuff you want to do, right? So you're not constantly trying to pay off bills. So you want to be rich. What else do you want to do? You want to be with your soulmate? Fantastic. It is your birthright. You're supposed to be with your soulmate. Well done. What else do you want? You probably want to live a long, healthy life. So you want to be healthy. Great. Now, in order to get these 3 things done, now, how do we get there? Well, we want to make sure it's the easiest way possible. For me, it is. What does that mean? So imagine I have a pyramid right here. On the top of my priorities is connecting to my higher self. Second, on the second portion is Alicia, my wife. You're probably asking yourself, Vince, you got this game messed up. Alicia should be number 1. Nope. You know why? Because if Alicia's number 1, I'll just be catering to her energy. And trust me, that's not what you're looking for. Alicia's down here. Why? Because if I'm connected to my higher self, all my energy and awareness is on Alicia. That's why it's so important. Alicia doesn't want to be with Vince. Alicia wants to be with Vince, who's connected to his higher self. Trust me on that, right? Because that's a totally different animal. That guy is so much fun, so confident, so patient, so resourceful. It's just awesome, right? So that's who you are. So what connects you to your higher self? Ask yourself that. I know all this fruit does. Fruit and vegetables connects me, so that's what I eat. Do I love steak? Yes, I do. Do I love KFC? Absolutely. Do I eat it all the time? Nope. Because it will not connect to my higher self. Now that's just food, right? Imagine thoughts, imagine people, mind state, right? Imagine what you watch before you go to sleep. Imagine what you think of, what you're visualizing in the past or in the present. Right now, a lot of opportunities are coming your way. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. You got to be able to narrow them down and focus. It's essential. You focus by listening to your intuition and not your mind. Feeling what to do and not thinking. This is your boss, which is your soul, who's seen it all. Listen to this. Will never, ever, ever steer you wrong. This is fear. Let go of fear and watch destiny, the world, divine timing work in your favor. All right, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, subscribe, and comment. I can't wait to your next reading. Until then, I'll say bye, but we'll chat soon.